All these guys are being so courteous now, Wally.
Yeah.
And as the race wears on, it's going to become less and less courteous.
Yeah, the outside groove is
trouble.
There we go.
3, 4 cars. Bobby Labonte's around. Elliott Sadler sliding across the infield. Jeff Green is in it. Casey Atwood is in it.
Stuart Kirby, the white car that you see parked there, is Stuart Kirby, his first race in the 49 car.
Raines is in the red, white, and blue car, the 74.
So obviously the wreck is going to happen right in front of them.
Oh, he just turned sideways by himself.
Wow.
Like a tire must have come apart or something.
I thought I saw a tire, the cap off a tire go down in the infield.
Like maybe the left rear.
Yeah. And there we see the 49 car, just Stuart Kirby just barely become involved.
Ken Schrader was the guy that Raines bounced off of first in the yellow car. He took some air.
I gotta believe the left rear came apart on that. Tony Raines' car.
On board from Elliott Sadler here.
He is going to make some contact in this 21 Motorcraft car.
All right, let's try the Jeff Green angle.
Yes, sir. Okay, spin right front, everybody.
Well, I don't know how much. Here we go with 21 car.
You got to spin in front of it, man. Stay low. Just go low. Stay right there. Stay right there. You all right?
Well, let's see if go back and look at that first replay and see if we can see the tire come apart. There we see Raines make contact. There it is, the left rear. Wally, you're right. There's a cap off the tires.
So either had contact with another car that cut it earlier or ran over something.
Yeah, that's strange because that usually doesn't happen, especially that early.
So clean it up on the front straightaway. The early caution has slowed things down here at Kansas.
And that was just an example of Ricky got Sterling loose. Drove right. Uh-oh, we got a car on the wall.
Too. Michael Waltrip.
We're in the wall there.
Caution's out.
Might have had a right front go down, BP. Hard to tell after hitting the wall that hard, but
yeah.
I saw him go up the racetrack, and he was going up there pretty quick.
Lap 265, 6.
A little bit uglier then.
Yeah, he might contest it a little more. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in third, Jeff Gordon in fourth.
Nope, we got another car.
Turn 2, more trouble.
Cars.
Jack Sprague in the 60, Ken Schrader in the 36, and Morgan Shepherd in the 89.
And you're right, well, there they are, side by side, and oh, I see. Kyle Petty gets the back up.
But I think he had, was that Morgan? I think Morgan had to back out of the throttle because he got loose. And when because he was there again, he had a car right on his right rear fender, and I think he got a little bit loose, and he got out of the throttle a little bit, and Kyle was there.
That was Dave Blaney that was just to the outside of Morgan in the yellow car. Ryan Newman and Jeff Gordon stay out. The other front runners come in. Some of them crossing the tip of the grass to get the pit road. Got 8 cars behind the wall now. Make it 9 with Dale Jarrett. And if they can't fix Craven's car without going behind the wall, that's going to be almost a quarter of the field. It's not in the running here. And we're only 42. Oh, trouble. Dave Blaney in the 77 is around.
What are you saying, Alan?
Yeah. I'm saying that this is the point that I go to the record books and find out what are the most failed to finish we've had this year.
And 13 caution flags is looking easily within reach.
Yeah, from last year's number.
A lot of RPMs all the time.
And if you're not familiar with the Winston Cup cars, they have a system in them that limits the amount of revolutions the engine can turn. And the turn 4 got a crash. Greg Biffle. Caution's out again.
Looks like Greg is holding the brakes on the car to keep it from rolling back down the hill. There we see Biffle on the inside of Jimmy Spencer. And Wally, that's what we talked about. Get the car on the outside, you just get loose, and around it goes. Ooh, heavy contact.
At least he hit it with the left front corner of the car instead of driver's side. But yeah, if you get those cars close to each other, it just takes the air off the bottom guy so bad. Makes your car so loose. Hard to save one like that.
Yes, it is. And I don't think he'll be back on the racetrack.
So that'll put Earnhardt Jr. to 6th and Jeff Burton back to 7th.
Uh-oh, we got one car sideways and 3.
Steve Park into the wall. Shedding parts and pieces. Oh, man. Sitting in a precarious position, but he's gotten away with it, Bill. Park's car gets towed away after this crash.
There you see, well, he goes down the corner on the inside of Sterling Marlin. Looks like the car just got loose, and he's got no place to go but in the wall. Unfortunately, Ricky Rudd barely squeezes by. And Alan, you talked about it, all that debris coming off the car as he comes off that wall. There goes a bar down, dragging across the racetrack. And all those cars behind him. Mark Martin was one of those cars right behind Steve Park that drove through that debris. On board with Todd Bodine. Watch this.
I'll be backing down. Go low, go low. Come on, come on. They're clear.
And when Steve got out of the car,
I don't know who he's mad at himself and why. Looks like he's looking at the boarding car, but
that's what happened last time. You know, we saw Elliott on the restart. It went away in a couple laps. They must really have that pressure down, though. Boy. Oh, hard into the wall. Sterling Marlin, a vicious crash.
And he's coming down to the inside and stopped just before he got to the inside wall.
Caution is out. Marlin was in 7th spot.
There he's coming off the corner. And all of a sudden,
it wasn't the 99's fault on that one.
It's like once again that Mike Wallace, he started to run up on Mike Wallace and the car got loose or pushed or something, and he had to jump off the throttle a little bit, and that's when the 99 ran in the back of him.
It looked like he almost had to turn the wheel down. Let's watch it from this angle.
Watch the 40 car. The 40 car slowed up there at turn 2. I wonder if...
Well, I think he slowed up like Benny said because he was all over the 14 car.
I think the 14 car was why that he slowed up.
I'm sorry, I meant the 48 car. Oh. Jimmy Johnson was just in front of them, and he way woed up in turn 2 also, and then this happened behind him.
Dave, did something happen to the 48 car?
Well, his car was very, very loose on the beginning of that run on sicker tires, guys. And in fact, he radioed in and said, wow, is this thing loose? Marty?
Well, and Dave, a very dejected Jeff Burton came on the radio. He said, I did the best I could. I tried to get checked up, but I just couldn't do it in time. I did not mean to hit him, but I did hit him, but just barely.
Man, what a crash. We'll go on board with Rusty Wallace and see what he saw from inside the Miller Lite car and just listen to it.
Flowing in front of you. You're clear. Clear. Inside only. Inside only. Inside. Clear. Back to the caution.
In 99, they got into Sterling after Sterling was already out of control.
We actually ran real good on the long runs. We were just pitiful to start. And, man, we were looking at a real sweet finish there, but we couldn't make it all the way. And not for any abuse on our stuff, man. We babied that thing all weekend. Never turned in any RPMs or whatever. So it just made up its mind it wasn't going to go that far, and it didn't.
Thank you, Mark. Mark Martin out. Caution flag out. Multi-car accident, turns 3 and 4. And Jeremy Mayfield, Ricky Rudd, Johnny Benson's in it, and Jimmy Spencer. Benson under Spencer.
Yeah, Benson looked like he slid up the racetrack and caught the left rear of Jimmy Spencer, and then everybody else, or a few of them, didn't have anywhere to go. Looked like Johnny was chasing up the racetrack a little bit, and unfortunately Spencer was there.
I saw the 28 car go up and hit the wall, and I just caught it out of the corner of my eye. I thought he really pounded it, but
Benson was the one the back end gets moved in so heavily on.
he was the guy that really pounded. That's where I see Rudd hitting the wall, and I thought that much worse than it was, but Benson, yeah. Jeremy gets in the back of Johnny. John Andretti just barely gets through Tony Stewart.
And another look. They got this covered from all angles.
Looks like Benson would have got away with it if Jeremy was there.
Wrong place, wrong time for Jeremy and Ricky.
Well, let's try. Surely one of these cars has an onboard camera. We can see the wreck. Huh. Jeremy Mayfield.
He almost cleared it. I don't like that sound.
No, that sound is not a good sound.